Welcome to Advanced Manufacturing, Year 2. This is our first CNC mill part, exercise 13.5D. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and cut this piece, and what we've done is we've prepped a piece of rough stock. It's a 3 by 3.625 by 0.75 piece of stock, and we're going to end up with this as our finished part. So you'll see that in class, and also in class we've stepped through the code, and this graphic here is a verification program that I'm using to look at the cut path and be sure I don't have any collisions. Now you'll see that I've just got the stock kind of floating in air. The reality is it's in a vise. It's clamped up with about 1/8 of an inch of exposure on the bottom, which should give me plenty of clearance, and we'll check that when we're done with the project. So the code that actually runs for this particular part is all handwritten. We've gone over this in class with some of the datums and the offsets, and our strategy, we're going to use a 3/4 inch end mill to cut the profile. We're going to use 2 diameter offsets for that. The first one that will be used is a roughing offset. It'll leave about 10 thousandths on the external of the part as we go around and machine it, and then we'll use a finish cut of the actual cutter diameter. We're also using a 3-inch shell mill, 45-degree shell mill, which is for facing operations, and a 1/4 inch 3-flute cutter for the center cutout in the middle of the part. So we'll go ahead and run the simulation here, and what you're going to see is you're going to see the tools come into view, and this just basically verifies the cut path for us, ensures that we don't have any gross errors like not turning spindle on. I've got the part set up so you can see a decent view of most of the cut. We'll run it at about a medium speed. This is not too far off from what the actual speed of the part running will be. So it's my best guess. First, we've got our facing cutter coming down in, and you'll see that we've got to do a little bit of overlap because we're a little bit wider than the cut capacity of the cutter itself. We're taking it down 15 thousandths, and our 3/4 inch end mill comes in first with a diameter offset D12 for our roughing pass. You'll see it cuts a square profile for the lower body at a finished depth of 0.500. Back in again with our tool compensation turned on for our finish cut. And here we're only taking about 10 thousandths off. Nice smooth cut. Tool change, we're still on the 3/4 inch end mill, and now we're going to cut the upper profile with the curved corners. Just a little bit of a exercise on finding our coordinates for our curved corners, and again a roughing pass and a finished pass. Last tool we're going to pick up here is a 1/4 inch end mill, and you'll see that approach from the top and ramp down in using our cutter compensation for that inside climb cut, and then clear the part. That's essentially our program. The animation, our finished part, verifies out, and I can check that and inspect some of the points on the part itself and take a look at where the corners are and ensure that that is in fact where I expect them to be, and it is. So with that, we'll go ahead and load this into the mill and verify it on the mill and do a first run and a first article inspection. Thanks for watching.